Government bonds versus corporate bonds. Understanding the difference in risk and return between sovereign and corporate debt is essential for any investor looking to build a diversified portfolio. Both types of bonds serve as debt instruments, but they come from different issuers and carry distinct risk and return profiles. Let's explore these differences in detail. Before diving into the differences, let's understand what bonds are. Bonds are debt instruments where investors lend money to issuers. In exchange, the issuer promises to make periodic interest payments, also known as coupon payments, and return the principal amount when the bond matures. Think of it as a loan where you are the lender and the bond issuer is the borrower. Government bonds are issued by national or local governments. These bonds are backed by the government's taxing power, which means the government can collect taxes from citizens to repay its debt obligations. This backing makes government bonds one of the safest investments available. Countries like the United States issue treasury bonds, while other nations issue their own sovereign debt instruments. Corporate bonds, on the other hand, are issued by private companies and corporations. These bonds are backed by the company's assets and its ability to generate cash flow from business operations. Since corporations don't have the power to tax like governments do, their ability to repay depends entirely on their financial performance and profitability. When it comes to risk, government bonds generally carry lower risk compared to corporate bonds. The reason is simple. Governments rarely default on their debt obligations because they have the power to raise taxes or print money. Corporate bonds carry higher risk because companies can face financial difficulties, bankruptcy, or even liquidation, making it harder for them to repay bondholders. Now let's talk about returns. Government bonds typically offer lower returns because of their lower risk profile. Investors accept smaller interest payments in exchange for the safety and security that government backing provides. Corporate bonds, however, offer higher returns to compensate investors for taking on additional risk. The higher the risk of default, the higher the interest rate the company must offer to attract investors. Let's summarize the key differences. First, default risk. Government bonds have very low default risk, while corporate bonds have higher default risk. Second, interest rates. Government bonds offer lower interest rates, whereas corporate bonds offer higher rates. Third, liquidity. Government bonds are highly liquid and easy to trade in the market, while corporate bonds have variable liquidity depending on the issuing company's size and creditworthiness. The fundamental principle to remember is the risk-return trade-off. Higher risk equals higher potential return. If you're seeking safety and stability, government bonds are the way to go. If you're willing to accept more risk for potentially higher returns, corporate bonds might be suitable. Choose based on your personal risk tolerance, investment timeline, and financial goals. Diversifying between both types can also help balance risk and return in your portfolio.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.